Hey there, I'm Sean Collins. I'm the esports reporter with the Dallas Morning News, and I'm going to be showing off my Call of Duty League Power Rankings before the Kickoff Classic event. If you like these kinds of videos, make sure to subscribe to the channel, as well as the Dallas Morning News, because I'm producing unique content surrounding Optic Texas and the Call of Duty League quite often. But I'm just going to kick it straight into it. I'm going to be doing this year probably once a week, I imagine. If you disagree with me, I think that's totally fine. I encourage the discussion. And again, these are just preseason power rankings, so the only things I can really go off are scrimmages as well as some of the conversations I've had with pros in the scene. So that's entirely what this is based off of. I think that's just the safest way to do it right now, and I'm looking forward to being wrong about some team here soon. But I'll just get straight into it. Atlanta Faze, top team, won champs last year. Kept the entire roster. They've been doing well in scrims. I think they're just absolutely a force. Simp, BZ, Celium, RCDs. I think it's just one of the best rosters to ever be assembled in Call of Duty, and I expect them to be really strong again this year. They're the only team I'm going to put in the S tier. For the A tier, I do have Optic Texas at the top. I think it's another strong roster. And I think that they can play with speed, which is really important in Vanguard the same way they was in Modern Warfare. But Modern Warfare was 5v5 and now it's 4v4. So I think that speed pays off a little bit, especially with how fast some of these hardpoint matches go. I think that Toronto Ultra are right under them. I might have them at number 2 if we knew just a little bit more about them, just because we haven't seen very many of their scrimmages. I think the Seattle Surge are going to be at that number 4 spot for me. Biggest jump from last year. They were the worst team in the league throughout the season. They showed up pretty hard at LAN, both at champs and at the final major of the season. But this is a completely new roster. I really like their roster. I like that Sib was with the Atlanta Faze as a substitute, I believe, and I think that means that they're in for a good system. They know how it works, or at least he does, and I'm sure that he's brought that on. This is a talented roster, and they've been playing well. This B tier, this is where it starts to get a little bit more confusing for me, just in terms of where to put who where. And I think any of these 4 teams could be mixed and matched in this area, but I just started with the Boston Breach. They've been playing really well. It's fun to see Methods back in the league. I think that they have some good young guys, and I've also been told that Capsule has been playing very well, as has Nero, so that's a strong team. LA Thieves, they've got all the talent in the world. I think that they could jump up into that A tier if they play to their potential, which in my eyes means how well they play together, how well they sync, and how well they game plan. That's what I'm looking at. New York Subliners, they're as smart as any team in the league with Crim6 and Clayster. I expect them to be a team that gets better as the year progresses. Those two guys specifically really seem to shine in that way. Hydra, I expect him to be even better, or at least more seasoned in year 2. And Neptune's a good fit for this team as well. I think that they're going to be solid. The Minnesota Rocker, I expect them to improve drastically throughout the year as they did in 2021. They were a good team at the end of the season. I expect the same here again. I didn't really know what to do with the Los Angeles Guerrillas. I do think that they have a good roster, but it's kind of just mixed and matched again. These guys didn't play with each other last year as some of these other teams, but I just think that they're going to have a little bit to prove here. They have the talent to, I think, beat anybody in the league, but I also could see them losing some matches they shouldn't as well. For the D tier, these guys could all be mixed and matched as well. London, Florida, Paris. I think that these teams all have something to prove. I just don't know how well they're going to be able to compete against the rest of the teams this year, though I do think the talent in the Call of Duty League is as good as it's ever been, just in Call of Duty Esports in general, and I've been told that by pros as well. So, if you like these kinds of videos, again, make sure to subscribe, and I appreciate you tuning in.